Good evening, friends. How are you all? I would like to share a few of my thoughts on the negative people that we come across in our daily lives in terms of the people who has a negative approach, negative attitude and negative characteristics. Each one of us always happen to have situations where we meet people who always exhibit or demonstrate negative thinking or negative statement, who always used to utter negative words knowingly or unknowingly. They demonstrate these kind of habits and behaviors. The best way to handle them and handle those kind of negative people with such characteristics is to handle yourself. In other words, the best way to handle negative people is to handle yourself, because you have the full control of how you behave, how you react, and how you demonstrate your characteristics to the people surrounding you. While on the other hand, you completely do not have control over a third person and his or her characteristics. So the best way to handle such people of negative traits or negative attitude is to handle yourself with deliberation and not to react quickly on provoking or exasperating situations that may have been raised by those people with their negative attitude. And the best way to handle those people is to stay away from them if possible. And if you are required to be with those people for a short period of time, it is better not to react in haste and in a quick manner, and always watch out your words, because the people with negative attitude and negative approach, by default and as a standard, everybody knows that they are like this, and no one can change their characteristics unless they themselves change their traits. While we should not allow those negative attitude people to influence your inherent traits. Let's say you are a patient, calm and peaceful person. You should not allow a person with negative attitude to provoke you in such a way that you shouted at him or her back in a public place. That would give an impression of you being a negative person. So watch out for your words in such situation of handling with those people. Stay calm most of the times and use your words wisely and carefully, because most of the times the words coming out of the mouth in tense situation make people repenting and worrying in future for the words that they give out at those situations. So watch out for your words and watch out for your behaviors in such situation. Stay calm and try to use the words wisely and carefully in order to handle such situation, and try to stay away or leave the place as quick as possible. This is for those people whom you may have to stay for a short period of time. But for those people whom you have to stay for lifetime or long period of time, you have to make yourself, you have to compose yourself in such a way that those negative approach or negative situations should not penetrate you beyond a certain extent, or should not penetrate you at all if possible. This can come only with practice. And day by day, once you start telling to yourself that you can handle such situation with persistence, with firmness, with confidence, you can easily do. Make it as a habit. Don't let the feelings or emotions affect you in such situation. Follow or make a kind of emotional detachment during such situations, and approach the situation wisely and carefully and thoughtfully, so that your character, your inherent quality of being a positive person should never be disturbed and troubled by a person of negative approach. And to the contrary, being a positive person handling such people in a successful and great way, you are an example for others to follow as a positive person.